the United States Olympic basketball team. A team synonymous with dominance, a team accustomed to gold, yet there they were, staring down the barrel of defeat. Serbia, led by the masterful Nikola Jokic, had built a commanding 17-point lead. The Americans looked lost, their offense stagnant, their defense porous. The weight of the world, the weight of expectations seemed to be crushing them. Doubts crept in. Could this be the end of an era? Could this be the year Team USA's reign atop the basketball world came crashing down? The Serbian fans in the arena erupted, their cheers deafening. They could sense victory, taste it even. Their team, a blend of seasoned veterans and rising stars, were playing with a confidence that bordered on arrogance. They were outplaying the Americans in every facet of the game. Their ball movement was crisp, their shooting accurate, their defense suffocating. Team USA, on the other hand, looked disjointed and out of sync. Their superstars, the players who had carried them to victory countless times before, were struggling to find their rhythm. As the lead ballooned, the pressure mounted. The air grew thick with tension. The American dream of Olympic gold, a dream that had seemed so attainable just moments ago, was slipping away. The clock ticked down, each second a hammer blow to the hopes of Team USA. The deficit seemed insurmountable, the task ahead Herculean. But these were the Olympics, the biggest stage in sports, and Team USA was not about to go down without a fight. The fourth quarter began, and with it, a glimmer of hope. Stephen Curry, the baby-faced assassin, the man who had revolutionized basketball with his long-range marksmanship, started to heat up. He had been relatively quiet for most of the game, his shots rimming out, his usually reliable handle betraying him. But now, with the game on the line, he came alive. It started with a steal, his quick hands deflecting a lazy pass, then a pull-up three-pointer from well beyond the arc, the ball swishing through the net as if guided by an invisible hand. The crowd gasped. Could this be the start of something special? Curry wasn't done. He followed up that three-pointer with another, then another, each shot seemingly more audacious than the last. He was unstoppable, a man possessed. The momentum shifted. Team USA, energized by Curry's brilliance, started to play with a renewed sense of urgency. Their defense tightened up, forcing turnovers and contesting shots. On offense, the ball moved with purpose, finding open shooters and cutters. Curry was the catalyst, the conductor of the orchestra, orchestrating the offense with precision and flair. He was a joy to watch, a master of his craft, But Curry wasn't alone in this epic comeback. Joel Embiid, the Philadelphia 76ers towering center, was a force to be reckoned with in the paint. He'd been relatively quiet in the first half, bothered by Serbia's physicality and double teams. However, in the second half, he imposed his will on the game. Embiid's size and strength proved too much for Serbian big men to handle. He bullied his way to the basket, finishing with authority. He grabbed every rebound in sight, both offensive and defensive. He swatted shots into the stands, sending a message that the American paint was off-limits. Embiid's dominance inside, coupled with Curry's brilliance on the perimeter, gave Team USA a potent 1-2 punch that Serbia had no answer for. With each passing minute, the lead dwindled. The Serbian fans, once so confident, grew anxious. Their cheers turned to groans. Their team, which had looked so invincible just a short while ago, was now on the ropes. Team USA, fueled by the heroics of Curry and Embiid, could sense victory. The momentum had shifted and they weren't about to let it slip away. As the dust settled, there was a palpable sense of relief. The team had made it through a tough challenge. Respect for their opponents was evident. They had pushed each other to the limits. Now anticipation hung in the air, with everyone looking forward to what lay ahead. The journey was far from over, but the team was ready for whatever came next. The rematch against France was more than just another game. It was a chance to prove themselves, to show how much they had grown since their last encounter. The stakes were high and the tension was palpable. Each player knew that this was their moment to shine, to make their mark on the international stage. International basketball was on the rise, gaining momentum and recognition across the globe. The sport was no longer confined to a single country or continent. It had become a universal language, bringing people together. The future looked bright, with endless possibilities and countless opportunities for the next generation of players.